Hi and welcome. I'm Caroline Best of the Tao of Horsemanship. This is Everything Horses and More blog. You know who Lovey is? We're going to be talking about today's video is riding basics, what every rider should know. And so we're picking back up off of a video series we started months ago. And it's based upon the 10 areas that I have found as a trainer and instructor, a student, the 10 areas that I find predominantly are missed when teaching people the basics of riding, starting getting on your horse, mounting. With my method, we actually get permission to get on. I mean, it doesn't matter where I am. And of course, when we're out trail riding, especially when we trailer to go somewhere and I have to use a stump, a rock, or my trailer if we're first getting on, they just come right up to get you off the side of your trailer. And when I say the permission to get on, that means the horse willingly and freely comes to get you and help you get on. You're not pulling your horse, you're not holding your horse, you're not trying to make your horse stand still. And I'm going to be showing, after I just show a couple of different ways where Lovey's going to come get me from anything, what it should look like. You know, training your eye is, oh my gosh, like 75% of learning. It's being able to understand what something should look like or feel like is so important to learning. As a student, I always recommend that my students come and take some lessons off of my schoolmasters, whether it's groundwork, the liberty, the connection pieces, you know, just so they get a feel. Sorry, Sabrina. We haven't done any preliminary work. We haven't done any groundwork together. We did come out together. I did call her. You guys saw that she left the grass and came to me. So let's just see where she is. I always ride with a dressage whip or a crop. I like dressage whips are nice and long because it's an extension. I teach with my body as an aid and also my body as an aid in regards to influencing movement. It's not just about me pushing her into the movement, but me being able to help her in the movement through my weight aids. So the whip is just there to help, but I don't use it to teach, but I always carry it, especially for the bigger lateral work. Okay, I got her eye on my eye. Thank you, sweetie. So she knows what to do. Now she just want to be kind to your horse's back. Kind. So I'm going to put the whip in this hand. I'm going to always put about, I love you too, sweetie, 75% of my weight is going to be on their wither or their neck all the time, whether I'm going to get on with the saddle or I'm going to get on bareback. You've got to keep off of their back. You don't want to be using your elbow to get on. When you ride bareback, I always tell my students, listen, not only set yourself up for success so you have some height, or we're going to show how you can get on from the fence, or my students even climb up the round pen panels and get on when they're very short. How I usually get on, because I'm a little bit stronger than most people, so I'll keep my whip in my right hand, I'll still use her neck, and I'll push myself up. I'll take my hands on her withers and push myself and do a nice little soft landing, a soft landing on her back. I don't want to baby my horses. I want them to get used to different experiences and feel confident with me in those experiences. The key thing is I don't want you guys sliding this pad back and forth or a saddle, because it does irritate and or could hurt or bother their back. So no matter what approach you use to get on with the bareback pad, make sure you don't ever hang on to the pad. Don't pull it and don't slide it. I know the baby's a brat. Yep, he's got to learn to play with somebody younger. Oh, my boy. Come here, doo-doo. Come here, sweet boy. Thank you, love. Come on, lay. Come on. Nope, Lovey, we're not going out. Come here, girl. Relax. Yep, relax. Good girl. Good. Yep, come here. Put your butt over. No. No. Put your butt over. Thank you. You are not coming, son. This is a conversation Lovey and I get stuck on. And you can with all your horses. She just had her mind made up that she was going to be going out the gate and around the gate and not standing and waiting for me to close the gate. No big deal. Doesn't need a correction. The horse doesn't need to get in trouble about anything. It's going to happen no matter how advanced your horses are, especially the way I train. They have a mind of their own. I hear them, I listen to them. They are allowed to speak. Doesn't mean we always agree. So you just saw how I used her wither again to dismount. Now, all right, let me show you how I'll dismount when I don't have something tall. Come here, sweetheart. And I'll just do it here. And it doesn't matter which side. My horses are all trained to get on and off. So I'm going to again use my elbow. Since I'm getting off on her right side, I'm going to use my elbow, watch, and swing over. So I'm doing this for a reason, to prove to you that you can mount your horse using the law of physics and balance. So you're not pulling yourself up. And I'm going to try and demonstrate that. But before I do that, I'm going to have to get my leg in the stirrup. Now the key thing is, this is key to mounting from the ground, because you're putting all your weight here, and you don't want to do that. It's horrible for the horse. And it's just not going to work. So I'm going to do my best to show you. She's so sensitive. I didn't want you to back up. I'm going to do my best to show you how to mount with the girth not being completely tight, just to prove that you don't need another person on the other side. But you've got to be in shape, you guys. You've got to be limber. You have to stretch. You're going to be using your upper core again here to get up, and your strength of your leg to get up. So I had total freedom. I did not use my right hand for anything until I got up, and then I used it on the other side to help position me, not pull me, but give a little bit of contact to help get me in the right position. So you just saw me get up with a loose girth, not pull my saddle. You have got to be in shape though. That's the hardest part. Let's go up to the mounting block and let's show getting on the saddle much easier. Thank you, sweet pea. Another thing, let's talk about dismounting real quick. If anything were to happen and your horse got spooked and your foot's still in that stirrup, you're gonna get dragged. You might get dragged. So typically you take your feet out of the stirrups, and again, I'm gonna put my weight on her withers and slide off. I can also do it and let yourself go. What I don't want to see is that this leg is still in the stirrup while you're getting down. And again, if you've got a horse like this and you can create your horse, all my horses are like this. It's not just Lovey. Every horse can be like this. Every horse that's come to me for training is like this. They're going to take care of you. I promise you. All right. Thank you. Please leave comments or questions, and may you always be one with your horse. And I'll see you next time.